Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome to our last lesson of 2017. I can't believe this year has gone by super, super fast. How's everyone doing? Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today we have a super fun lesson. We're talking about New Year's vocabulary. So I just wanted to welcome everyone. We have one day till the end of the year. So if there's anything unfinished business you want to do this year, you have exactly one day to do it. Well, one day and a few hours. I'd like to welcome Prince of Hearts, Shiva, Lata. Hello and Happy New Year. Thank you for joining us. If you just tuned in, my name's Ioana from Interactive English, and we're doing our last lesson. And I have a request for you. Please write down your name and where you are joining us from, because we like to know our community of students. Hi Ali, hi Teodora, hi Mano, welcome everyone. Hello Romania, hello from Azerbaijan, India. We have such a beautiful group today. Thank you for joining us. We have a wonderful lesson so we can finish off the New Year strong. You guys are improving your English and also celebrating with us. So we're having a lot of fun here. Thank you. Thank you very much for joining. Today we're talking about the new year, and I have some vocabulary words related to the new year for you. And if you're just joining, yes, thank you so much. Write to us where you're from and what is your name. So we have people from Cluj. Thank you for joining us. We have people from Porto Feliz and Sao Paulo, Brazil. Thank you. The lesson today is about New Year vocabulary. And right now, I want to ask you if you can tell me in your country what traditions or what do you do for New Year's? Do you have any special traditions, any meals, anything that you share or do with your family or friends? What things do you do for the New Year? Okay. Happy New Year! Happy New Year, everyone! We made it. We survived 2017. There were times where we thought maybe we couldn't. I'm just kidding. But we survived, and 2018 is coming. So, in the comments, please write what kind of traditions do you have? What things do you do on the New Year's Eve? Eating a lot, yes. Drinking, yes. I'm sure. Celebrating. What kind of things do you do? Okay, so my first word for today is calendar. Of course, when we're talking about the new year, we are starting a new calendar, and a calendar is of course what we all follow. It's a series of pages that shows the days, the weeks, the months of a specific year. And in the US, where I was living for the longest time, we follow the Gregorian calendar, which starts, in January and ends on December 31st. So I was wondering if you can let me know what calendar do you follow in your country. I know there are a few different active ones that people follow, and there's different New Years. So I was wondering if you can write what kind of calendar do you follow in your country. And if you're just joining, thank you so much, and welcome. Good job for choosing to improve your English, and starting strong and finishing strong. So thank you guys for joining us, and we're talking about our calendars and what kind of calendar are we following in our countries. Olive salad on December 31st. So right now I'm reading your guys' comments. Champagne, of course. Barbecue, yum, salads. All sleeping, Junior, that works too. Sleeping is good. And a lot of people drinking and eating. Hi Daniel. Hi. So welcome again. Welcome. Thank you guys for for joining us. Oh, somebody asked me to speak up here. Maybe I'll just... Is this better? There, my microphone is closer now. Okay, so that's the calendar. It's a word that we use a lot around this time of the year. So I introduced it. Now let's talk about New Year's Eve. As you might know, of course, the word Eve means the night before or the day before. So New Year's Eve is the night before the new year, and of course we celebrate a lot during this time. People drink a lot, especially champagne. They eat a lot. Many people go and find fireworks to watch, and I'll talk about that later. But there are also many traditions in New York. For example, they do the famous ball drop. I've been reading about other traditions in the world. And I will talk about them in a second, but I wanted to ask you, what other traditions do you have in your country? I know there are so many in different parts of the world, and I was curious if you have any special traditions for New Year's Eve. For example, this sounds a cool one. I think one of my students was telling me that in Spain they eat 12 grapes. And that this is practiced still quite a bit. So, and I forget why. If anyone is from Spain, if you can tell me why the grapes, or if you know why they eat the grapes in Spain, I'd be curious. And also, if there are any special traditions that you do for New Year's. In Italy, I think they used to break dishes, just throw them, break them for good luck. But I don't think this was practiced in all of Italy. So just some parts. And I don't think it's that it's practiced a lot right now. But there are so many traditions. One other thing that I read in Italy is about wearing red underwear for good luck. So if you have any traditions, please write them down. They're so fun to read, to see what kind of things people do for New Year's Eve. So it's a really, really special day. Sometimes it's the biggest party of the year. People party quite a bit. They celebrate. Sometimes they sing songs, of course. They eat. They find different ways to party with their family and friends. My next word for you guys is the word streamers. And streamers are these little strips of material that I'm showing in my picture right here. And usually they're just another fun little decoration, another way to be festive or to show how excited you are. So these are kind of fly into the sky together with confetti that we'll talk about later, and they're just used as a decoration or just a party symbol. Streamers are a lot of fun. Do you guys like streamers? Sometimes I feel like, especially confetti with streamers, they can get tangled in your clothes and your hair, and they can be everywhere. So I feel like sometimes they're hard to clean. But I'm just curious. So if you guys are just joining us, welcome and thank you for our last lesson of the year. And we are talking about some New Year's vocabulary. So far, we've talked about just a few basic ones like New Year's Eve and calendar. And now we're talking about streamers. Okay. The next one that's very, very important for this time of the year is midnight. And midnight is, of course, when the clock strikes 12. It's 12 o'clock at night. In many countries, there's a countdown. And there are also some traditions that go with what happens at midnight. So I wanted to ask you guys if... is there something, what do you do at midnight? What do you do at midnight tomorrow? What are you going to do? Anything special? Are you going to sleep? Are you going to be out at a party? Are you going to hug your family and friends, wish them Happy New Year? Are you going to kiss someone? In the US, the tradition of a midnight kiss is kind of... I think it was popularized a lot. I think in the 90s, where it was very, very important to have somebody to kiss at midnight, a special person to kiss and to start off the new year with a romantic kind of twist. But you can also kiss your family and friends, of course. So eating grapes is starting off the year with some adrenaline rush and some laughs. Okay, so yeah, that's fun. I feel like I would like to eat 12 grapes. It sounds like a lot of fun. And people in Brazil wear different colors of t-shirts before midnight. Interesting, Junior. Why? Why do people wear different color t-shirts? Is it for good luck or any other reason? This is so fun to read through your guys's through your comments and see what kind of things people do for New Year's and at midnight. Okay, my next word is the New Year's Day. So we talked about the New Year's Eve, but then there is the New Year's Day, and of course this is January 1. There are specific traditions that happen on this day. I put here a blank calendar page because for many of us it's a chance to start new. So it's a chance to start whatever things we wanted to do. We can try to last year, we can do them this year. So it just starts from the beginning. It's a lot of fun. But beyond that, it's also there are specific traditions like New Year's parades in the US and I think the UK. Well, the US has a lot of American football games, and I think the UK has soccer, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not that much into sports, so I don't really know, but I've read that they have that football is a big deal. There's, of course, family time usually where we don't work on this day, so we have time to meet with our families. There are concerts. I know about the New Year's Day concert in Vienna. Traditional meals, church services. So, what are some traditions that are done on New Year's Day in your country? If you guys could join. See, church. Okay, yeah, exactly. So church service is very important, I think, this time of the year for many people. What does it mean, grapes? Is the grapes you eat. Red. Oh, this is wonderful. So okay, so red means love, white means peace, and so on. Aha. Okay, so they're color coded, based on the things maybe we want to have in the new year. Am I reading? Am I reading this correctly? I hope I am. So thank you again. So far we've talked about New Year's Day, midnight, streamers, New Year's Eve, and a calendar. Of course, you cannot have a New Year's Eve without fireworks. Fireworks are incredible. I think they're fascinating for kids and adults alike. I found a really cool picture of fireworks here. Basically, they're just gunpowder and other chemicals together, and they create a reaction where they explode, and they have these wonderful, wonderful decorations. They're used for display. So there, some fireworks shows can be really, really, really elaborate, like you can see in this picture, and some are smaller sometimes. But I wanted to ask if you guys like to watch fireworks in your country, if the celebration is really big, if there are a lot of fireworks for New Year's, or maybe just a few. Okay, well, thank you guys. Yeah, okay. So fireworks are, of course, essential, and many, many times I put these together because they're different, and I wanted to make the distinction between fireworks and firecrackers. Okay, so they're not the same thing. Fireworks are up in the sky. Of course, you see them. They produce this big explosion, and they kind of transform in different shapes and colors, and they produce a show. Whereas firecrackers are this cardboard container, and they're kind of on a fuse, and they have explosive powder. So when you set them on fire, they just create this loud noise and also a little explosion. But firecrackers are many times about the noise that they make, and they're also important in many cultures. So, okay, let's see. So 17 minutes of fireworks in Rio. Wonderful. Are they I always want to see like magical fireworks shows. I think some of the best I've seen have been around New Year's, and also in the US for 4th of July, which is the national holiday. So, do you have firecrackers? What is more popular in your country, fireworks or firecrackers? Is my question, I guess. Fireworks or firecrackers? And which do you like more? For me, I definitely prefer fireworks. Firecrackers scare me because you just hear they sound a little bit um a little scary, like something's going on, you don't know what's happening. You can't see them as much, but fireworks is something visual. So, which do you prefer, fireworks or firecrackers to celebrate the new year? Yes, of course, they can cause problems. So, um, okay, my next word is resolution. And before I talk about what is a resolution, well, no, let me explain. Resolution is something that we decide on that we want to start doing in the new year. For example, many people, I would say most people, always have the resolution to lose weight or to start a new sport or to um, I don't know, journal more or to just start a different practice in the new year. So that's a resolution. It's a decision that you make on New Year's Eve, in New Year's Day to stop doing something or to start doing something else. So for example, if your wish is to stop smoking, maybe you say my resolution for 2018 is to stop smoking or something like that. So what I want to hear from you now is, what are some of your resolutions? What are some of your resolutions? Do you have any resolutions for the new year? And if yes, what are they? Let's see. Okay, so you prefer fireworks. Yeah, me too. I think they're more fun. Hi, Christina. Happy New Year. Thank you for joining us. So, if you guys are just joining us, we are talking about some New Year's vocabulary. Hello from Thailand. Hello, please. If you're just joining, let us know what is your name, where you're writing from, and right now we're talking about resolutions. So it would be really nice if you could share some of the resolutions that you set for yourself for this year. They can be simple, they can be one or two or however many you have. It's always nice um, to see what everyone's doing. I will tell you my resolution, and while I'm telling you, you guys can write yours. My resolution this year is to spend more time with my family. So that's one of my resolutions. Um, okay, so very good. We have to focus more on saving rather than spending. Oh yeah, it's such a good resolution. We end up spending so much money. That's a very good way. Very nice one. Stop putting off studying English. Good job, Junior. You're ahead. You are doing so well. Because you started. You're studying English too. Even before the new year. So good job. Yes, a resolution, Rogerio, I hope I'm saying your name right. It is like a goal. It's like a goal or a wish that you have for yourself for the new year. I used to have a lot when I was younger. super long list, and now I kind of just keep it to just one or two at most, so they're manageable. So if you guys are just joining, please write down your resolutions. Ooh, one of my favorites. A very important. Sorry, that's the cat. We're cat sitting, and that's what's happening right there. So champagne is one of my favorite drinks. It's a white sparkling wine that comes from Champagne in France, and it's a celebration drink. So it's used in for very joyous occasions, kind of a symbol of the new year. Champagne to celebrate the new year, to celebrate the end, and the beginning. It's also used as weddings. It's another, which is another celebratory occasion. So I wanted to see, do you have any special drinks for any special kind of celebratory drinks in your country? Is it also champagne, or do you do something else like cider or other kinds of drinks, or do you drink champagne or anything else? So that is also, if you're wondering about the pronunciation, it's a word borrowed from French. So the G is silent, so it's champagne. Okay. So another important word for us is countdown. So in many countries, the countdown begins at 10, and what it is it's just counting from 10 all the way to 0. So you do them in reverse order. So 10, 9, 8, 7. I'm not going to show you that I can count because I'm sure you guys believe me. But that's a countdown. And the point of a countdown is for everyone to join in. It builds this momentum. We are ending the year. We're beginning a new year. It produces a lot of excitement, and it's practiced. I would say in the U.S. everyone does a countdown. I don't know if it's done in every country. If you guys could share, I'd like to know. Do people do a countdown in your country? Is it on TV? Is it on the radio? If you're out in like outside watching the fireworks, do people start counting down? Do you do a countdown? Do you like countdowns? Do you find them annoying? Would you rather be sleeping? I don't know. Okay, so right now we're writing a few different things in the chat if you're joining. We're writing what are some of your resolutions. We're also writing, do you have any special drinks that you celebrate with, that celebrate the new year with? And also, do you do countdowns? Oh, very nice. Make mama proud. Yeah, drink coconut juice. Oh, that's delicious. As a smoothie. Yeah, start healthy. That's a good resolution. Especially if you like coconut juice, and I really do, so that sounds delicious. So thank you guys for yeah, stop smoking. That's a wonderful resolution. Thank you guys for sharing these. The next word, very important, again, this time of the year, is confetti. And confetti are these little pieces of paper. Many times they're colored. I have gold here because I think it's very celebratory, gold, for the new year. But they don't always have to be gold. They can be multicolored, different colors. They're very, very, very small, and they're kind of thrown. They're thrown out in the air, or they're thrown from somewhere above you, or dropped. And they're done at weddings, they're done at New Year's, they're done at concerts, special events. So they're also a way to show a celebration. Okay, so you do countdown on TV. Okay, wonderful. Do you guys like confetti? Honestly, I like the way they look, but confetti, they get everywhere. They get in my clothes, they get in my hair. So maybe when I was little, I liked confetti a little bit more. But now I could do without confetti. They really get in everywhere. Greetings, everyone. Again, if you're just joining, we are talking about New Year's vocabulary. And if you are here with us, I would like to wish all of you a happy New Year. And thank you for tuning, for finishing off your year with us. So, before we finish, I just wanted to go over all of these words very quickly in case you missed them or you didn't start at the same time as we did. The words I was talking about today are calendar, and we're following the Gregorian calendar, New Year's Eve, and traditions that we do for New Year's Eve, streamers, what happens at midnight, what traditions do we have in our countries at midnight, New Year's Day, and the different traditions that we have on New Year's Day. Maybe it's a parade or football or church service, fireworks, or firecrackers, and which we prefer. Firecrackers are louder, I think, and they're not as exorbitant, and fireworks are just light shows out in the air. And we also shared some of our resolutions, and thank you for the ones of you who shared them with us. It's so nice to see them, and you know that now that you wrote them, you have to do them, right? So I saw, Ali, that you want to stop smoking. Now that you wrote it, you have to stop smoking. It is a must. So you have to do your resolutions now that you wrote them. And then we talked about champagne and special drinks that we used to celebrate. I think this one is super popular. It's also one of my favorites. And it's a way to celebrate. Champagne is mostly drank to celebrate occasions like New Year's or even weddings and occasions like that. Countdown is the act of counting in reverse from 10 to 0. It doesn't have to be from 10. It can be from a million if you want, but usually the word countdown refers to counting from 10 to 0, especially around the New Year. And of course, it's done at midnight in this case. Confetti are, again, small pieces of colored paper. They can be gold or they can be silver, any color you want. They can be multicolored, and they're very, very small, and they're usually dropped from somewhere. And again, well, that's it. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for joining us. We hope that you have a wonderful New Year. We had a great 2017 preparing lessons, and starting our channel this year has been amazing for us, and we hope to do some great things in 2018. We are very happy with our students, and we hope that we can bring you a lot more fun and interactive and incredible lessons to you guys this coming year. And we just wish you a very, 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 very happy and amazing New Year, 2018. So thank you guys again for watching. If you found this video helpful, if you know anyone who'd like to learn about some New Year's vocabulary, please share this lesson. Write any questions that we have in the comments. We always respond. And if you want to prepare even more, join our social media classes. We're constantly teaching on there too. So thank you guys again, and I hope you have a wonderful year, and we'll see you next year. Thank you.